Welcome to the final whistle. A roundup of football's best moments over the course of the last week. Monday and the Premier League suffered a big loss as Scott Parker was sacked as Bournemouth manager, meaning no more Cardigans. He's livid as he had a corker coming up against Wolves. The decision has left some fans confused as to how Lampard, Gerrard and Rodgers haven't been the first to go.
How deep it was.
Says that could have happened to us.
It could have done, but it didn't.
Right, onward.
And after his antics at Nottingham Forest, Richarlison is lapping it up on social media. Also, there was this ridiculous story of Paul Pogba being threatened and blackmailed by a gang featuring his brother Matthias Pogba. Apparently his blackmailers were threatening to leak that Pogba had put a curse on Kylian Mbappe through a witch doctor and that he wants to send Matthias to prison, with Matthias wanting more support financially. This will be Galtier trying to coach Mbappe when he turns invisible, and in case you're wondering who the gang is led by, here is an exclusive. Tuesday, and it's not going good for Thomas Tuchel as they lost 2-1 at Southampton, and his comments a year ago really haven't aged well. Southampton looked impressive and bounced back from the Southampton game, but it's not looking good for Chelsea fans' predictions. Koulibaly really hasn't been the security for this Chelsea team and is costing the Chelsea admin as well. Chelsea really have spent all this money to just be mid-table. Meanwhile in Germany, Timo Werner has hit a first-half hat-trick. Wednesday and Arsenal won again. Here are football fans realizing that their banter era might finally be over. And over at Liverpool they snuck a winner in 90+8 despite only 5 minutes being added on. Here is the actual amount of injury time added on. It was Cavalho who popped up with a goal, but Goldbridge had to get an assist with this jinx. Also today, Manchester City beat Nottingham Forest by 6-0 as Holland got back-to-back hat-tricks, ending the Nunez debate already and making some Premier League fans ask some questions. Chelsea fans look away now. Finally enjoy this excellent mock-up of Antony singing for United. Halfway through the weekend it was transfer deadline day where a few big name signings came in. Antony was confirmed and look, he did the thing. Chelsea also snapped up Aubameyang from Barcelona, although decided to wear the cursed number 9 shirt at Chelsea. Nottingham Forest brought their transfers up to 21 and their transport team is having to get creative in their search for a team buzz. Also on Thursday, Manchester United beat Leicester 1-0 and since Wan-Bissaka, Shaw and Maguire have all been dropped, Manchester United have kept back-to-back clean sheets. Shock. It seems like the bench is the best place for Maguire. The end of the transfer window sees the end for Ajax fans, the European lad who had just about enough. Not much happened on Friday, so over to Saturday where Liverpool and Everton drew 0-0 after a masterclass by Jordan Pickford. Despite this, the woodwork was rattled 4 times across the game, featuring 3 in the first half. Liverpool's front 3 were firing blanks again as Salah still couldn't score and Darwin Nunez dropped a stinker on his return, truly ending the Holland comparisons. Here is Klopp trying to bring Divock Origi towards the end. Before the game there were issues with Liverpool fans entering the stadium. Here is why. And finally, I don't think Jake Paul entirely understands rivalries. Elsewhere, Tottenham beat Fulham 2-1 in a game that saw Richarlison get booked for scoring a tap-in and then taking his top off. The goal was disallowed for offside. Next up is Chelsea, who narrowly beat West Ham by 2-1, with Mendy making another error as Chelsea had a sleepover. Mendy was also the centre of that controversy and West Ham had a late equaliser chalked off for a foul on the Chelsea keeper. The referee rightly did not give a foul when he first saw it, but rectified his correct decision when he went to VAR. This is what he saw when he went to the screen. This continued to the late kick-off as Villa drew with Manchester City 1-1. Here is Gerrard celebrating only for him to realise he is still getting to sack. However, they could have won it if VAR intervened on a goal scored by Coutinho and ruled it clearly onside. Sunday, and the game of the day was Manchester United Arsenal as Erik ten Hag's side beat the so-called title challengers by 3-1. Arsenal just didn't look like the same team as soon as they were not facing a relegation side. It was not a good game for Ben White, who got done by Marcus Rashford again, and Mikel Arteta decided it was time to recreate the forfeit picture amidst his side conceding the third goal. As for United, they seem to have that dog in them, and rumour has it that Eriksen doesn't have a pacemaker but instead. The loss gave promise to potential that Arsenal's banter era might not be over. Manchester United fans were buzzing after the result, especially after new boy Anthony got a debut goal. Arsenal fans were less happy as they felt their team dominated and that they had a goal Ashley ruled out as VAR humbled players again. To be fair to United, they gave Arsenal every chance. They brought Maguire on towards the end of the game, and what an impact he had. Elsewhere, Brendan Rodgers looks to be on his way out amid a 5-2 loss to Brighton, and here is an unusual story to end the day. That wraps up the final whistle. What was the best moment of this week? Comment down below. And while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.